Hello, friends. We are going to see a few provisions with reference to alimony or maintenance, which is required to be given under the Hindu Marriage Act during pending litigation or after the divorce. Please understand this maintenance is different from the maintenance which we are going to see under the maintenance law of Hindus. Most of the times, people or especially women in India don't apply for divorce for the simple reason that they are incapable of maintaining themselves. And then firstly they don't have any means for maintaining themselves, and secondly, who will pay for all the court proceedings and all the things which will come because of the expenses of the proceedings. So that is why a provision has been made with reference to this problem which Indian women generally face, and that has come up as section 24 and 25. 24 being maintenance pendent lite, that means during the litigation, pendency of the litigation, the expenses of the person as well as of the court proceedings uh, can be claimed by the party. Now here, a very interesting thing which is there under Hindu law is that either the wife or the husband, either of them who are financially incapable of doing maintaining themselves, both can apply. Okay, but here both cannot apply in the same case. One can apply against the other party. So let us say, for example, if in some case the wife is earning and the husband is not earning, the husband can also apply for maintenance pendent lite during the pendency of the litigation and can ask for a permanent alimony on the completion of the litigation. Okay, so where in any proceeding under this act it appears to the court that either of the wife or the husband has no independent income sufficient for her or his support and the necessary expenses of the proceeding, it may, on application of the wife or the husband, order the other party, that is respondent, to pay to the petitioner the expenses of the proceeding, and having regard to the petitioner's own income and the income of the respondent, such additional sum which the court may find reasonable. Section 25, which speaks about permanent alimony and maintenance, is only applicable when the decree is over. So, any court exercising jurisdiction under this act at any time of passing of the decree or any time subsequent thereto, on an application made for this purpose, either by the wife or the husband, uh, order that the respondent shall pay to the applicant for her or his maintenance and support such gross sum or such monthly or periodical sum for the term of not exceeding the life of applicant, having regard to the respondent's own income, the other property which the applicant has, the conduct of the parties, and other circumstances of cases. Uh, and such payment may be secured if necessary by a charge on the immovable property of the respondent. So here there are two types of alimony we are talking about. One is during the pendency of litigation. It is that sum is generally a recurrent amount of sum which is given monthly or during the pendency of the litigation. But when we are talking about permanent alimony, there are two ways in which you can claim permanent alimony. It can either be a lump sum amount or it can be a continuous monthly amount. What can be possible is that once for one time payment of a lump sum amount is given, the other party who has taken the alimony can then subsequently live their life the way they want to, can even marry subsequently with someone else, and in that case, therefore many a times people are skeptical about giving a permanent alimony. On the other hand, if it is a continuous maintenance or periodical sums, maintenance of monthly or periodical payments, there is a possibility that the person may live a very long life, and therefore for a very long time you would need to support that person, and therefore the parties have to decide uh, which way the alimony has to be claimed. It is not necessary that the alimony is always definitely claimed. It may be an optional. If either parties are able to maintain themselves, then alimony pendent lite is no question. But permanent alimony is something which may be claimed by the either of the parties, stating that their standard of life and their own income do not match. So it has to be decided by the court from case to case basis as to how the alimony has to be provided. There are a few other provisions under the Hindu Marriage Act which are important, but for the basics of this course, these many topics are sufficient for us to know and to understand Hindu Marriage Act. Thank you very much.